So happy, happy, happy. Or not. This happy thing. Yeah. Um, I won't. That's another topic. This thing about happiness. Why happiness is identified as better and more important than sadness. I don't get it anymore. I mean, I was part of that cultural belief for a long time, but now I understand that happiness and sadness are equal and over time are balanced. And if there's not balance, and I'm seeking to create happiness, then I miss out on so much. Wow. Anyway, not the topic. Um, I wander around in my little bubble, um, and I sometimes something comes gurgling up into my consciousness, and then it kind of rolls around, and I think that's a consequence of that I keep my mind and my heart open. And sometimes I write things down, and sometimes they become part of a sharing with someone else personally, directly. Um, anyway, earlier I decided it's time to drain the rain barrels. I have 3 barrels outside to collect water from the roof, and I use that to water my garden. And the season has changed now, and so pumping the water out of my water barrels and rinsing them out, turning them over, and now they'll do what they do in front of the house upside down for a couple of days. This is coming to a point, I promise. So come in the house, doing some organization. Going to do some strength training later, so made myself a pre-training drink. Um, and I was in the living room, sofa, cushions, taking a nap yesterday, removing a couple of cushions, making a mess out of my sofa, fixing my sofa. Um, yeah, I'm not sure exactly what triggered this idea, concept, thought, um, belief. So it's it's my belief that children are not born with any form of judgment. Um, they can like and dislike. Um, they can have pain and sadness, but they don't know right wrong. This is a system that is imposed upon them by their parents and their culture, us, parents, culture, whatever, that doing this is right and doing this is wrong, and getting this is right and getting this is wrong. And this to me is a form of programming that is is indoctrinated into our children, me. Um, and I thought, you know, isn't that the first example of of the application of artificial intelligence into a human being? Because it's not ours. It's not natural. It's artificial. It's and so what's created is this being that is now infected with this artificial form of viewing myself and my world is through this filter of a judgmental mind that was slammed into my psyche. And that what I've come to understand over these years is the effect that has on me and what I observe in other people. Uh, I have people that I love, that are being judged by their children and their parents, and that what they've done is wrong, and ah, and these separations that are created. But also the other side of this, these attractions that are created by this is good and I want to look beautiful and that's the right thing and people need to have this and people should have that and I need to try to wind them in this direction so they can be more happy and peaceful. I heard and posted a quotation by Osho, not a quotation, but a video made of Osho. And he said, people ask me how many followers I have, and he says none. I don't want followers. And I'm an advocate of inner guidance. I'm an advocate of intuition, and that all learned knowledge is an invitation to follow somebody else's teaching, because that goes back to this origin of the artificial intelligence that was implanted in me before I had any sense of self-awareness at all, and consciously, and so this is something that I know I must live in this neutrality, and yet to see the effect of whether people have good intentions and they want to enliven everyone, and they want to awaken everyone, and they want to inspire everyone, and that's their intention, and they speak in you and we, and it's like, it's like, what happens if when I walk around in the awareness of my wholeness without my need to affect anyone? My belief is that it opens the space for others to be awakened. But as I would like to teach and change and heal, or hurt, or change. Use that word a few times. Manipulate, control. It's like all of that is being done by artificial intelligence. This thing that, with good intentions or not, was imposed on me through my childhood, through my culture, through my education, through sports, through everything. This is good, this is bad, this is right, this is wrong, this is success, this is failure. Can you see I have a little passion about this, hey? I was also watching I don't know what they call it, something on Netflix about a young man who was born as a woman, and the process that he went through of acknowledging his I don't know the words. I'm not in that world, but I do understand what it is to be different. But anyway, those individuals who choose to live their life in a form that's contrary to their physiological gender, and the evolution of this young man awakening to the fact that in his spirit, in his soul, in his whatever, he is a woman. And the fact that he was born with a penis doesn't change that for him. And so the transition that he went through, and the strength and courage that this young man to woman went through, ultimately in the story, he gets killed by someone who has extraordinary prejudice, fear, artificial intelligence that says that this is inappropriate. And I get it. I get this conflict that goes on with these two forces that believe that they are right and the other is wrong. and that one empowers the other, and that for me it's to work on my neutrality, my acceptance, my understanding, my compassion, and my openness, and to see the light in all my brothers and sisters. And yeah, 10.5 minutes. Yeah, I'll post it. This is what I'm doing now. I have done these so many times, and it's like, no, no, I'm not going to put this online. But here in the last, since my procedure, my operation a year ago, went back and looked at some of those videos. I'll post those again as we get closer to the anniversary. It's almost here. And yeah, seeing where that guy was, and knowing the transition from where he was to where I am, and I have every reason to believe that I will continue my transition from where I am today to wherever I will be in 1 year from today. So anyway, stop for now. Maybe check in later. I guess I post this. I don't get it connected up with my training videos later. So this is all about what it's all about. But I wish you a good Saturday. And if you have any questions, if you'd like to talk, please message me. And yeah, you'll get my unconditional support. I'll talk with you later. Pow.